All right, bonus footage. LA145, part 5. Pow. It just didn't want to go home. I tell you what, that customer picked this thing up. We got it on his trailer, and I noticed a drip. I said, that's oil. So evidently it was not the valve covers. This thing has got a pretty good leak, and I suspect it's coming from that sump gasket. It was just oozing. See, when I got this thing, the oil level was real low, and it was not leaking as this thing was running because the oil was circulating through the engine. But once you cut it off, the oil settles to the bottom, and it will actually fill above this seam. That's when it would leak. It's like your roof, it only leaks when it's raining. This only leaks when it's full. It's like this lawnmower didn't want to go home. It's like, Tom, Mr. Tom, don't send me home yet. I still don't feel good. I still have something wrong with me. And it showed me at the last second. I already had it strapped down and everything. So now we got to get this sump off. Right there. I had to pull the covers off and everything, just trying to figure it out. Right there, right in here. You're just oozing. The oil filter is tight. That's tight. All the bolts are tight. Right there. So y'all hang with, boys, and we're going cooking show style on this one. We're going to pull this sump cover off. We're going to check out that gasket right there. Just a little paper gasket is all it is. So we're going to figure it out. I don't see any holes, any cracks, or nothing like that. So y'all hang with, boys and girls, and we're going to get this thing fixed once and for all, give it back to the customer, and send him on his merry way. Y'all hang with. All right, let's get this sump cover taken off. Whew, got a new oil seal for it too. But before we do that, we need to get this oil pump taken off. Let's see, let's grab a 5/16 or a 8mm. Come out of there, little bugger. You're supposed to just kind of just be sitting there. Get that thing out of there. There we go. Okay. Like I said before, the oil was leaking from right in here. And we got to make sure we clean them bolts real good on the wire well and put some thread lock back. Put some thread clock. And so far, all these bolts are the same length and size. Well, they put enough bolts in this thing, that's good. Let's see, one more over there I can't see. Okay. This one was where the oil leak was coming from, the area. You can see the threads are completely soaked, and the other bolts are dry. So that's what we're going to be looking at, is a gasket. Okay, we're going to have to take this governor off. So let's do that. Is that a 7/16 or a half? That's a 7. What I want to do is put a scratch or a mark. A little dot of paint right there. Perfect. All right, that's loose. Put it all the way that way. All the way that way. So what we got to do when we reset the governor is that's got to go all the way that way. And then this has got to go all the way that way. So you push that, rotate it clockwise, looking at it clockwise, and then you tighten it back down. Okay. Spread that just a little bit. All right, 792103 is a part number for the new oil seal. Okay, let me run my head in there, look, make sure I got all the bolts out. All the bolts seem to be out. Hit the camera. Okay, and that's where we're leaking, right there. The gasket's broken, it got sucked in. So that's what the problem was. Now I've got oil all over myself, which is all right. Yep, that's where the, let me move this camera a little bit. The gasket was broken right in here. And that's where the leak was coming from. All right, let me hit pause, because I got to go look up the part number for the gasket. And then when we come back, put the new gasket on there, clean the threads out real good, clean the bolts, torque it down to 200 inch-pounds with new thread lock. All right, y'all hang with. All right, finally got our gasket kit, and it comes with new bolts. Always use new bolts. 594286 is the bolts. The kit is a 594195 for the gasket and the bolts together as a kit. Yep. All right, I got everything cleaned. Make sure you don't use a metal scraper or try to use sandpaper and stuff. That's not good. Not good. All right, here's the sump. I got it cleaned. We'll carry it over here. We'll go ahead and replace that oil seal. Replace the oil seal. Grab us a towel to lay this thing on. Sit it right there just like that. Notice it's nice and flat. It ain't going to wobble. You don't want to drive this thing down any further than the original was, because you'll block these oil passages. Right there in that corner. Right there in the corner. Don't want to do that. All right. I'm going to grab my oil seal puller. I can figure out what to do with it. There it is. I can dig it out of this drawer. Okay, we'll pull the old one out. There we go. We'll see. I got that at Napa some years ago. All right. And it was just barely past this beveled part. Okay, let's grab the new one. Part number is 792103. And we'll just take a hammer. I've got a seal driver kit somewhere over there, but I don't feel like looking for it. God, guess I could have cleaned my hammer. Careful, careful. Looks like I may have damaged this one. I bet I did. So let's not use this one. You can see I damaged it. Not good. Let's grab another one. One day I damaged that one. This is the flywheel. Flywheel. Oh, here's another one. Them things were so thin and easy to damage. 792103. All right. Let's go over here and find my seal driving kit. Or you can use a big socket for whatever you want to use. Let's see, I got a couple of different kinds here. Seal driving kit, and also have this one, 670104. That one feels a little small. That's about the same size. This is a little bit bigger. What else do we have? I believe this will be good. Make sure it's nice and flat. That's about where it was. A little bit here on this side. Make sure she's sitting pretty flat. Take a good look at it here. It's a little high on this side. Let's drive it on this side a little bit more. Still a little high on this side. There, that's looking a little better. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. That's about all we want right there. Okay. Instructions say the tightening sequence and the final torque value is 325 pound inches. And converted, I don't have an inch-pound torque wrench that big, but 325 equals right at 27 foot-pounds. So, digging through my toolbox over here, I've got this one in inch-pounds, but I cannot figure out for the life of me how to set this thing. It goes from 120 to 240, 360. It goes by 120 increments, but I'm not sure what the value of this is. So instead of using this, I went to Harbor Freight. Got me a Pittsburgh brand. I'm dead. Went this morning, got it. Let's check this one out. This is a 3/8 drive. This one's in foot-pounds. See, this one's a lot easier to read. You go from 0 5 back to 0, and see it's on 5 now. So we'll go, that's 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27. 27 foot-pounds is what we want. So we'll use that. Let's take it over here and put it in the vise and make sure it works. All right. I got this thing on sale. This was $17.99. It was 10% off, $19.99. And they also gave me a free pack of the black zip ties for free. She said, you qualify for a free gift. Go check it out on the table. They had a big table set up by the register, and you could choose different things. I just chose a bag of zip ties. I use so many of them. I love my zip ties. All right, let's get busy. I'm gonna hit pause. I'm gonna put this camera up there, go cooking show style. Y'all hang with. Okay, let's get her put back together just in time for the train. Make sure this is clean and dry, no dust or oil. Nice and smooth. Let me hit this bottom part, the sump, make sure it's clean. Okay. Make sure no dust or nothing on it. This gasket right here is a lot beefier than the other gasket. Because right in here is where it started leaking. It was about this width all the way around, the old one was. But you see how much beefier they made it right in here. Okay. fresh oil around the crankshaft where the oil seal's got a squeeze around it. Make double sure we don't roll that oil seal. We already ruined one of them. Okay. Okay. Careful not to hurt that seal. Let me pull this back off and double check that. Yeah. Got to work that seal around it. You could take a small screwdriver, just don't damage it. And we'll take a little rubber mallet. Okay, let's turn this engine. Try to do it in a way it won't hurt it. There we go. Didn't want to fit over that dowel. Okay. Okay, it's all the way down, it appears. It appears all the way down. Okay, good. So what we'll do now, always use new bolts, the proper bolts. Start them by finger. See, they already come with thread lock on there. Get them started. I took an air hose and blew out these threaded holes real good. Try to get all that old thread lock out of there. It says not to use a tap to do that with. It says don't use a tap. Okay, we'll just start here. Let's see. Let's follow the instructions. So number one will be here. Let me lay that upside down so I can see it. Okay, this is number one. It says to torque it down a third at a time. So 27, we'll do it about 10, then we'll do it about 20, then we'll do it at 27. That's about a third. Let's see, where's number two? Here it is right here. It's pretty tight with that thread lock on there. Okay, number three is right here. It's got a 27 stamped in it right there. I wonder if that has anything to do with the specs, the torque specs. Let's see, number four is here. Number five is here. That was supposed to be number one. I started with that one, so I'm going to go to this one. Yeah. I have to remember that. All we're doing now is just running them down to where they're touching. All right, number six is here. Number seven is down here. Ooh, this is a pretty good workout. And number eight is over here. Yeah, this one's pretty tight. I'm gonna have to get a ratchet on that one. Just wants to spin the engine around on me. Let's see, that was number eight. Number nine is up here. And number 10 is down here on the bottom. All right, now, ow, I just pinched my finger. Whew. Now we'll back this down to about 10. That's 10 right there. Let's see, let's go 15. 15, then we'll do 25 and then 27, I think. No, let's do 10. We'll do 10, 20, then 27. That's what we'll do. Okay, number one was here. I don't have that one all the way down yet. I didn't have this one bottomed out. There it goes. All right, that's 10. We got 1, 2, right there. 3. I could have got a little bit better quality, one of these, but it's just kind of hard to hear the click. This was a Pittsburgh brand. That's 4. 5 is up here. There it is. 6 is over here. Right there. 7 is down here. And 8 is over here. 9. And then 10. All right, that's 10. Now we'll go up to 20. All right, do it again. Right there. 1. 2. 3. 'It ain't giving me the click. There goes. Or I had it in a bind, I guess. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we'll go on up to 27. 25, 26, 27. All right, last time. Right there. Right there. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, and this last one, 10. All right. All right. Whew. Now we'll spin it around. We'll put that governor control and the oil pump back on it. Okay. Let me stick my big head in the way I can see which direction that, there's my flashlight, which direction that slot's in. There There it is, straight up and down. There we go. Get this back in there correctly. Never had this much trouble getting it to squeeze back together. Just take your time and hang in there with it. Just like that. All right. What did I do with the other little screws? They're over here. All right. Now, put the governor arm back on it. Hung up on itself. There it goes. All right, I said to push this all the way that way. This goes all the way that way. Ow. That way, that way. Okay. Good. And looks like we are done on this side. I'm going to go ahead and put this cool tin on that side, because it'll be impossible to get to it once we get the engine back on the frame. That tin just holds it right under there, because you got to get under the engine to get that bolt started. Like right over there. It's aggravating too. It's aggravating. Ooh, let me hit pause. I got to go scrape this thing off. Hang with. I'll tell you, it was just purely by luck I saw this thing leaking right there when we put it on the trailer. That was some kind of luck, because when I first brought the tractor in, the oil level was real low. When you cut it off and all the oil settles to the bottom, it will leak until that level drops below that seam right there. And I thought it was the valve covers. And when I filled it back up with oil, that's when I discovered what was going on. Let's see, how does this thing go over like that? Let me look at that one over there. It's gotta go like that. That's not right. How does that go? Yeah, it's gotta go like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and put some new oil filter on there. Another new oil filter. There goes our little buddy on the motorcycle. Do. Go ahead and get that on there so that oil will quit dribbling. Ow. Okay. Let's see if we can go ahead and bolt the voltage regulator back to it. I got a little oil dribble down through there. All right, boys and girls, that is it for putting the engine back together. Let me hit that with a little sandpaper. Go ahead and clean this up a little bit. Let's see, I think I'm going to wait before I put any anti-seize on there because I don't want to, I've got to work around that belt and I don't want to get it all over the belt. Okay, that is basically it. This thing's been laying upside down for about 3 days. I tell you, when this thing cranks, it's going to puke and smoke and belch, and Where's that spark plug? All right, let me hit pause. We'll get the tractor in here and get this thing put back on there. Y'all hang.